Hello and welcome to my retired life. Today I'm out and about. It's pretty windy. Hopefully you can hear the sound okay. I've got the wind muff on. I'm kind of keeping it blocked over here by my camera bag, so hopefully you can hear me okay. But anyway, with budgets so tight and people wanting to travel and they don't have the greatest pension, here's a whole bunch of tips to help you travel a little inexpensively. First one is to travel off season. And what do I mean by that? Don't travel at the Christmas break, summer holidays, or Easter or Thanksgiving. If you want to get away, do it when those days aren't around. You're retired, you can go any time of the year. Sometimes it might not be the best weather where you're going, but other times the weather really isn't a factor and you still should be able to travel. So always look at off-season prices. Senior discounts. Look for senior discounts. They're everywhere. AAA Auto Club have them. CAA, Canadian Auto Club, have them. CARP has them, Canadian Retired Persons Association of Retired Persons. AARP is the same thing in the United States. Check them out. They always have reduction in fares, and you could save some money that way. If you're going to be flying, book early. The sooner you book, the better rates you usually can get. Now, also with that, when you're booking early, also look at flexible dates, okay? What I mean by that is, if you want to leave on the 15th of August, look at the week prior to it and the week after it for a leaving date. And same with coming home. Look the week before, the week after, because airfares could be a little bit different. My wife went down to Arizona and she flew from Canada to Arizona. If she went for 1 week, it was going to cost her $700. But if she went for 10 days, it cost her $300. So a savings of $400, which could be all your meals down there, right? So look at your dates before you leave and after you leave for flights. A great point to save money. Another one, use your reward miles if you have them. Credit cards have them. Some airlines have them. Don't forget to use those or look for those in case you've forgotten about them, because they can reduce your airfares significantly, or if not free on some of them if you've collected. Like if you've worked and you traveled and flew everywhere and you've saved those miles, you can practically fly business class for nothing. So keep that in mind when you're looking to travel or book travel. Now, before I get into the next one, I want to tell you further down in the video, there's a great way for long-term travel and to do it very cheaply. So stay tuned with that. In the meantime, when you're traveling and you get out there, use public transportation instead of taxis or renting cars. If they have a good subway system or a good bus system, use that. You save a ton of money on car rentals and a ton of money on taxis. And that's, if you plan properly, you will also get a hotel that's on a bus route or close to a rail system or anything like that. So think about saving money on car rentals as well as taxis. Another thing that you have to really consider when you travel, and we do this all the time, my wife and I, is travel insurance. In Canada, we're pretty much covered, but as soon as we step foot out of Canada, we're not covered by our healthcare system. So we have to purchase private healthcare system, like insurance, to go down to the United States. And it could be a little costly, but I would hate to get caught in a hospital because I broke my leg and it cost me thousands of dollars. So the little bit of insurance for the amount of time that you're going to be away could save you thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. If you have a heart attack or something down there, and many seniors have that, you better be covered. You better have your ducks in a row or you're going to lose a lot of income, a lot of savings, and possibly your house. So always, always, always get healthcare insurance or check it out to see if you're covered anyway. One other thing about travel insurance, Some credit cards cover you for up to 30 days, but read the fine print very carefully, okay? Some people go on the credit cards are going to be the ones that are going to, like, I'm going to go away for 3 weeks, my credit card covers me for a month. But it sometimes doesn't cover you for everything that you need. So please, please, please make sure you check your credit card insurance with a fine-tooth comb. Another one, pack light. If you're flying, pack light. If you can get it all into one bag, a carry-on bag, do it. You'll save money on baggage fees. You'll save money on possibly trying to find your luggage. If you can get it into a carry-on bag, if you're only going away for a week, I mean, how many clothes do you really need? Now that's the guys talking. The women might be a little different, and they might want to pay for those baggage costs. And some airlines, there are no baggage costs up to one bag. So you can have a carry-on as well as one bag in the compartment. So check those airlines out as well, because they could save you $50-75 just in the luggage. When you're there, when you're at some place at your destination, your vacation, check out coupons and local attractions. Many are free or discounted heavily for seniors and vets. So please, when let's say you're going to a city and you want to go see something, a museum, check for coupons. You could check AARP, you could check CARP, AAA, CAA. Check for coupons. Sometimes the city stuff is drastically reduced or free for some seniors and vets. So check out those when you're out there. You could save some money. If you are going to be taking a hotel and you're going to book it online, check several sites out to get the best deal. And the best deal might not be the cheapest deal. If you pay $10 more and you get a suite, as opposed to $10 less and just get a queen size bed and a TV and a microwave or something, I'd pay the extra $10 for a little bit of extra comfort. So you have to decide which way you want to do that. So if you go with the suite idea, sometimes suites are really expensive, and for $10 more you can get it. Back to credit cards. If you're going to do credit cards, get the no fee exchange rate ones, because when you go into a foreign country, you get exchange rate costs. If I go to the United States, I'll pay the difference in cost in the money itself. Currently it's $1.37 for me to buy one American dollar. But if I use my American credit card and have American funds up here, I'm not paying any exchange rate or percentage on the money itself. Plus, there's always a fee when you go to the bank if you're foreign. It's $3 every time you withdraw money and stuff like that. So be careful with the credit cards and what you're drawing on and what the interest rates are and what they're charging you to do all this stuff. Get out of here. I just got bit by a squirrel. He just bit my toe. Ouch. That's not nice of the squirrel. Thought I was feeling something. Anyway, another one, a staycation. Have you ever heard of a staycation? That means where you stay home in your city or town and go exploring take a day and go to some place in your city and town that you haven't seen before. It's probably better for a city because towns are a little small. But if you're going to go to a city like, let's say you live in Philadelphia and you've never seen the Liberty Bell, go there. As a Canadian, am I right? The Liberty Bell is in Philadelphia? Anyway, if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I don't mind. I've been wrong before. It happens. So have a staycation. Take a cooler, pack a lunch, a couple of drinks, a blanket. Go for a picnic somewhere where you haven't been for a while or you haven't seen. Go for a walk. Make a day of it though. Like it doesn't have to be a long day, but make a day of it. Excuse me, I got an itch. Sometimes my eye itches. Anyway, make a day of it. Pack a picnic or a lunch. Don't go to a restaurant. Go to a park somewhere or a museum and then go back to your car and have a tailgate lunch or something. Do that and go to a couple places, maybe the museum in the morning and a park in the afternoon, just to have your dinner and then head home. Those are really cheap and very, very memorable vacations. I do a lot of day trips here, and they're great. I remember them. I go out, I'll go because I'm into photography, I'll take some pictures, maybe put a little video together, put it on Facebook or something. Do that. It's a day trip without leaving your country or your city or your state. Think about it. Now for those tips that I promised earlier in the video, the big ones to save you a lot more money. When you're traveling and you want to go somewhere, consider house exchange. This is a big one. If you're going to Australia for 2 months and somebody from Australia is coming to the United States, say Phoenix where I am, maybe let them stay in my house for 2 months and have the amenities and no cost. And when I get there, I do 2 months there in their house. Now, be cautious with this, but you could save a ton of money on accommodations. If you're going to do this, make sure this person has done it before. You trust them, you communicate with them. I haven't really looked into doing this myself, but it's a possibility. If I do, I will look into it and search it out very, very carefully and all that other good stuff. You have to do that, but it'll save you thousands of dollars. And it's cheaper than Airbnb. It's cheaper than Verbo, vacation rentals by owner. They try to maximize what they get. So all these things can save you money. And exchanging a house from somebody in Australia coming to America and vice versa, you could save thousands of dollars and have a fairly reasonable vacation. Just a couple things to fuel thought in your brain to save a couple dollars when you're traveling. Check that one out there, or subscribe right here. Let's call this one done.